Hey YouTube, this is my deck profile for Broken Arrow Regional 2023, hosted by Dice Addictions, and I was playing Dogmatika Ritual. Quickly covering my matchups, my round 1 was against Superheated Samurai, which I 2-1'd. My round 2 was against Marincess, I 2-1'd. My round 3 was against Flu, my first lost. Turned out this deck does not do a lot against that deck. Round 4, I went against Punk Gold Pride. I had to read a lot of those cards. Kashtira was my round 5, and I got quickly 2-0'd. Round 6, I 2-0'd Traptrix very quickly. Round 7, I 2-0'd Mathmech, which was running a weird spear build into getting their main starter, circular. And then round 8, my last round was against Pearly, which I won 2. And this gave me 5 wins and 3 losses, which put me in 32nd place at the end, and that got me my invite for a Nationals. So I'm pretty hyped about that. It's my second regional I went to, and I think I did pretty good. All right, let's get started. So for the main deck, I didn't run a ton of rituals. I'll show you. 3 Ecclesia. This card is basically full combo. It gets you to Dogmatika, which gets you +3 or 2, depending on what you open. 2 Maximus. This is one of the cards you want to search every single turn, especially your turn 1. 1 Fleur. Wish it was 2. Still very, very good at 1. Be nicer to have a second one in hand to surprise my opponent, because it was always searched at the end phase with Titanclad. And then 1 of each of the small and large rituals. I didn't play White Relic for 2 reasons. 1, I didn't have him, and 2, I was scared that the extract lock would prevent me from doing the other part of this deck. These 2 together helped me OTK like crazy. This was so free against Marincess. This literally FTK'd the deck. Just super, super powerful. Being able to gain attack. I used this against Psychic End Punisher against Gold Pride Punk to target it and gain attack with this. And it was unaffected by card effects, but it could still be targeted. So I made Albazoa around 8k and just swung straight over and killed him. That was hilarious. All right. That's all the Dogmatika main monsters. For the hand traps, I ran 3 Joel. Hits so much, you can't not run it. 3 Ash. Again, same scenario. 3 Nib. This is the last second choice. I was going to run Evenlies in the main, but I threw Nib in there because I was like, you know what, this hits decks that I'm unaware of. You know, it's better against Rogue. So I was like, I'll put this in there. Why not? And then 2 Mourner. Droll, I resolved probably twice. It was okay. I hardly saw it. Ash did what it needed to do. Very good. Nib, way overperformed. Punished so many players for this card. These 2 together, drawing both, usually ended a turn like that. Moonlight also underperformed. These 2, I would think about switching them out, but very solid for the matchups I went against. Now for the other part of the combo, I ran 2 Ibly. Now Ibly in itself already hurts some decks if they don't run the Link 1 out, but in this deck it helps a lot because it gets you access to your Maximus immediately, being able to link into Almirage and to Secure Gardener, being able to give them this, and then Maximus being able to banish the Secure Gardener to summon to start your plays. So 2 Ibly, very good. I wish I could have run 3rd. And then for I ran a small Fallen of Albaz package, 1 Albaz, and then 1 Guiding Quim. I borrowed this from a friend, but I had to print one for today's profile. Hypothetically, this was crazy because it could end on Mirror Jade instead of Secure Gardener, which would stop your opponent from crashing your Ibly into yourself, which would make it a lot harder, but I never got this around throughout the 18-something games I played. Hypothetically, really good, because you summon this off of the new boss monster, Despian Luluwaith, because it's a light spellcaster with equal defense and attack. I will be switching this for Iris Sword Soul, at least 1 or 2. I think Iris Sword Soul works well with some other aspects of this deck, and it's just a light spellcaster, so why not? Those are the other small pieces of the deck. Moving on to the spells, I ran 1 of each of the ritual spell. I never had an issue with running more. I never really bricked on these. I bricked on the actual ritual monsters more than I did on these, because these have a little bit more aspect, because like drawing these later in the game is better. I will definitely be putting one of these to 2. This is better in the grind games significantly. MVP, 3 Nadir, broken card, full combo. And then Dogmatika, also full combo. This plus Ibly is your ideal starting hand. It lets you rip 10 cards from their extra deck, 9 of their choice, 1 of your choice. And if you give them Ibly, then they have 5 cards left, and the likelihood of them having a link 1 to get rid of Ibly is very, very, very slim. To help with the Ibly consistency, because it's just a 2 of, I ran 2 Silent Mining. Again, if this resolved and I gave them Ibly, I just won. It stopped so much. 2 Seeker Village in the main, I thought it was funny. It FTK'd against Flu, won me around. This is part of the Fallen of Abas combo. Again, never resolved it. Called by, never resolved against a hand trap, so it did nothing for me. 1 punishment, I won to run 2, and then 3 Imperm. Imperm was also very good with Nib, just being able to play around talents, which I had to do once. Very good. And then that's the main deck. It's 41 cards. There's a lot of tweaking I have to do to it. With the extra deck, starting with the Synchros, 1 Luluath, I would have ran 2. I was only able to borrow 1. I resolved it multiple times. It was very good bait for Ash, because they didn't know what I would summon off this, and I ended up summoning, again, Quim once, dumping Albaz once, but I never resolved the full combo. 2 Arclight, should have ran 3, didn't have 3. 2, I never struggled past 2. 3 Antis, God, this card's so good. MVP all day. Being able to dump this off Maximus every single turn, because they don't get rid of Maximus for some reason. Pop and a search with Herald. The amount of times I sent both these and got some stupid advantage. I ran 1 XYZ. Or here, let me do the rest of fusions. 1 Titanclad. Just sent it during end phase for adding the Fleur, usually. Albion and Mirror Jade. This was the idea for the combo. You would dump this off Maximus to set Brandon red, and then you would summon Quim to send Fallen of Albaz. Then during your opponent's turn, they would go battle phase. You would use red, target Albaz, summon it back, and banish it Albaz from hand and Gardener from field to summon out Mirror Jade in defense so they couldn't crash. And then Mirror Jade obviously is a disruption with Titanclad or Albion. Granganol, this was just an idea in case I wanted to summon out him from the extra deck or a Dogma from the deck. Never resolved this once. Again, good bait. People tried to get rid of this as fast as they could because they didn't know. Omega, didn't use him once, cutting him. Negate on field, didn't use him once, again, probably cutting. But with the Iris Sword Soul, this works a little bit better. It triggers it to summon from hand. So this could potentially help with OTKing or getting some free pluses. And then the Link 1s, not much to say. Really, 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 really good. They overperformed. But overall, it was a really fun tournament. Really glad I got my invite. I think top 28 were X2, and so there were 3 or 4 spots where X3 could have got in, so I got extremely lucky and was able to get 32nd. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or recommendations for the deck, I would love to hear it, and thanks for watching.